This is James with WSTrades.com. I want to provide an update here on ticker GNS or Genius Group. So I've got the daily time frame pulled up here, and it is not very impressive. We had a crazy explosion here in the middle of the chart, and since then it's just been like slowly trickling and bleeding out. And then we have another little rally here as of late here on the daily where it made it up to about $1.75. And now it is down around the 115, 116 level. So I haven't really looked at this stock before, to be honest. Red flag here definitely is we're missing a bunch of earnings information here in Thinkscript. I mean, the companies that perform well financially, you can come in here and you see on cue every quarter earnings information reported. Boom, 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 boom. We're not seeing that here, so that's definitely a red flag. And when I actually came in and looked at their website for investor relations, for financials, the latest thing I see is 2022. Like, what has been going on with the finances the last 8 months? We don't have that information. In Thinkscript, it does say supposedly that they're going to release earnings before market on August 21st. I don't know if that's true or not. Sometimes TD throws these things up in here and they're more of estimates, so we'll actually see, but we're missing earnings information for a couple quarters here. We don't have it, so you have to wonder, why are we missing all that information? Like, why are they not reporting earnings every quarter? So that's definitely a red flag to me, that I can't come in there and see every 3 months their earnings information. So I started to dig into Yahoo Finance here, and I was looking at a few of their financial statements, and looking at the cash flow statement year over year. It's not good. It's going in the wrong direction. Their operating cash flow went from negative 1.2 million up to negative 8.2 million from 2019 to 2022, if you look at the year end in December. So that is negative every year, and it's moving in the wrong direction. It's getting bigger. Also, the free cash flow going in the wrong direction year over year. It went from negative 2.3 million to negative 9.4 million. So cash flow statement is pretty ugly. Let's take a look at the quarterly here. And again, we don't have anything past December 31st of 2022. But you can see here the last 2 quarters, they kind of went in a better direction here between September and December of 2022. You can see they went from operating cash flow of negative 2.2 million down to negative 1.4. So that's kind of going in the right direction. And they also slightly improved their free cash flow, but still in the negative. So let's take a look here at the income statement. So gross profit here is kind of up and down. They went year over year, they went from gross profit of 4.9 million at the end of 2019. It went down to 3.5, down to 2.7, up to 8.6. And we can see earnings numbers here are not good. Losing 6 cents, losing 14 cents, losing 22 cents. So the loss per share is growing. Let's take a look at the quarterly just so we can get a little more recent information. Well, actually, it's not going to have it, right? Because they don't report earnings. They haven't reported earnings since 2022. So we're not really going to see anything additional there. And then let's take a look at the balance sheet, because I have not looked at this yet, just out of curiosity. So they've got right now, well, not right now, but at the end of 2022, they had, it looks like a $14 million difference between their total liabilities and their total assets. So they did have a massive jump here between the end of 2021 and 2022. They went from 17.5 million in assets to 91.2 million, but geez, look at their liabilities jumped massively as well. So what we would like to see here is an increase. I mean, you don't need a huge increase like this in assets, but it'd be nice to see an increase in assets without a massive increase in liabilities as well. And they show common stock equity here at 7.1 million. So the latest quarter, again, was the end of December. That's all they've released here. And the book value per share was 26 cents. So kind of looking at their financial statements and what's going on with them, the last 12 months, you can see they've lost $2.42 for diluted EPS. Return on assets is negative. Return on equity the last 12 months is really ugly, negative 503%. So I'm not impressed here. I think this is a good short opportunity. I think they're struggling financially, so especially after we see a pump like we see right here. I didn't even take a look to see if they have options, but I'd be looking at an options chain right now to see if I could sell calls on this thing, because I think they're struggling badly. And anytime they go on a little pump like this, if their financial statements continue to look like this, I'd be selling calls, I'd be going short, and the people who got in on this crazy pump up here to 8 and started to short this thing, very smart, because you can see this thing just dumped hard after it ran up to 8. So I'll continue to keep you updated on ticker GNS or Genius Group. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.